Massive Social Security changes coming tomorrow. What you need to know before your benefits increase. Tomorrow marks a pivotal moment for millions of Americans who rely on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. This isn't just another minor adjustment, it's a real shift that could significantly boost your monthly payments. If you've been keeping a close eye on the news or government updates, you're probably aware of the discussions around Social Security reform. Well, tomorrow's the day when those conversations turn into action. For the first time in years, major amendments to these programs could mean much bigger checks for those who rely on them most. So what does this actually mean for you? Whether you're a retiree, someone living with disabilities, or a veteran receiving benefits, this change is about to put more money in your pocket, and that's something we all need right now. With the increasing costs of living and inflation making everything from groceries to healthcare more expensive, every additional dollar counts. The good news is that the increase isn't just a small bump. It could translate to hundreds of extra dollars every month, starting as soon as this week. If you're receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or Veterans Affairs benefits, there's a good chance that this change will directly impact your monthly income. It's not just about the amount, it's about how these adjustments will help you keep pace with the rising cost of living. Over the last few years, many beneficiaries have felt their purchasing power diminish as prices continue to climb. Now, with this new amendment, the government is taking action to ensure that the people who've earned these benefits, seniors, veterans, and people with disabilities, aren't left behind. But this is more than just a one-time adjustment. Tomorrow's changes are setting the stage for a more stable and secure future for those who depend on these critical programs. If you've been wondering how this increase will work, what it means for your payments, or how you can make sure you're getting the full benefit, you're in the right place. We'll break it all down for you so that you don't have to wait in the dark any longer. Stay tuned, because what's coming tomorrow could be the financial relief you've been waiting for. Now, as we approach tomorrow's big announcement, it's essential to understand how these changes will affect you, especially if you're depending on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or Veterans Affairs VA benefits. These updates are poised to significantly boost the monthly payments for millions of Americans. Whether you're already receiving benefits or are just starting to look into them, the truth is, tomorrow's amendment could have a major impact on your financial future. But what exactly is changing? And how will this new amendment affect the payments you rely on each month? Let's dive into it. For years, Social Security recipients have seen their monthly payments increase, but these adjustments have often been modest at best. The annual cost of living adjustment (COLA) has typically reflected inflation, but with prices rising sharply over the last couple of years, it's been clear that these small increases haven't kept pace with the real-world costs that seniors, veterans, and individuals with disabilities face. That's where tomorrow's amendment comes in. The new changes are designed to provide a more substantial increase, helping people make ends meet in a world where the cost of living seems to rise by the day. Let's break down what exactly is happening. First, it's important to note that this amendment covers a wide range of individuals, not just retirees. Yes, Social Security recipients will see their checks increase, but the changes also apply to SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. Each of these programs serves a different group of people, but the goal is the same: to ensure that those who need financial assistance the most aren't left behind. Whether you are receiving payments because of your age, disability, or service as a veteran, you're likely to see a difference in your monthly checks. The government recognizes that inflation, healthcare costs, and basic living expenses have increased far beyond what many of us could have anticipated, and these adjustments reflect that. Now, if you're asking yourself, how much more will I actually receive? It's a great question. Depending on the program you're enrolled in and your individual circumstances, the increase could vary. However, some recipients could see their monthly payments increase by as much as $300, $400, or even more. This increase might not sound like a game changer at first, but when you factor in the cost of basic expenses such as food, medications, utilities, and transportation, those extra dollars can go a long way. For someone living on a fixed income, every dollar matters. If you've been struggling to make ends meet, or even putting off necessary medical procedures due to cost, this boost could provide a bit of financial relief. If you're wondering how much the boost will help specifically, let's take a look at a few examples. For retirees receiving Social Security, this increase could mean an additional few $100s per month. While this doesn't change the fact that Social Security benefits have always been an income supplement, it does offer a more substantial amount to live on, and that can help pay for necessities. For those on SSDI Social Security disability insurance, this increase is especially critical. People on SSDI often face additional challenges because they may not be able to work due to their disabilities. With the cost of living rising at a faster pace than SSDI payments, this increase is long overdue. Having this extra money each month could allow for more flexibility in managing healthcare needs, home modifications, or even day-to-day expenses that seem to pile up when you're living on a fixed income. Let's not forget about SSI, the Supplemental Security Income Program. SSI is designed to help people with limited income, especially seniors, individuals with disabilities, and those who are blind. These individuals often struggle to meet basic needs like paying for housing, food, and healthcare. This latest amendment means that SSI recipients will also benefit from an increase in their monthly payments. If you're someone who relies on SSI, these changes could have an immediate, tangible impact on your life. While the amount may vary, for many, it will make it easier to cover daily expenses and improve quality of life. The Veterans Affairs VA benefits increase is just as important. For the men and women who have served our country, the adjustment to VA benefits is essential to help veterans stay financially secure as they age. Many veterans rely on their VA benefits for healthcare, living expenses, and other needs. However, the increase in VA benefits is not just a response to rising costs. It's also an acknowledgement of the sacrifices veterans have made. While this boost will certainly help, there's always more to be done to ensure that veterans receive the support they deserve. This is a step in the right direction, but it's just the beginning. If you've been relying on any of these programs, tomorrow's announcement could feel like a breath of fresh air. But as we're sure you know, the cost of living doesn't stop climbing. With healthcare costs rising faster than most people's wages, even a few $100 extra each month might not completely cover the gap. That's why it's important to view this increase as a welcome relief, but also understand that your long-term financial planning will need to evolve alongside these changes. It's also crucial to keep in mind that these changes are just one piece of the puzzle. Tomorrow's increase will provide more immediate relief, but the underlying issue of financial insecurity for seniors, veterans, and individuals with disabilities remains a topic of national conversation. While tomorrow's amendment will help with monthly payments, it's still essential to consider how you can adapt to changes in the financial landscape moving forward. Whether that's budgeting better, seeking additional financial assistance, or considering additional support services, it's important to make sure you're fully equipped to handle what's next. What you can do now is simple: stay informed and stay ahead of the curve. When changes like these are made to Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits, it's important to keep track of how those changes are affecting you personally. Ensure that your contact information is up to date with the Social Security Administration and check any official letters or updates regarding your benefits. If you're unsure how the changes will impact your specific case, it might be helpful to reach out to a financial advisor or consult the official SSA website for more information. While the Social Security increase will bring immediate financial relief, it's important to remember that this doesn't mean the government has fully solved the issue of financial security for seniors and people with disabilities. More reforms will likely be needed, especially as healthcare costs continue to rise and inflation continues to affect everyday expenses. However, tomorrow's announcement is certainly a significant step forward, and it shows that the government is taking the needs of seniors, veterans, and people with disabilities seriously. It's a reminder that we must continue to advocate for the changes we need and ensure that those who rely on these programs are not left behind. This increase in Social Security benefits represents more than just a number. It represents hope for many people who have been struggling to keep up with the cost of living. Whether you're retired and relying on Social Security to cover your living expenses, a disabled individual who needs the support of SSDI, a senior relying on SSI, or a veteran who has earned your benefits, tomorrow's announcement is a reminder that help is on the way. The days of simply getting by on a fixed income may be coming to an end for many people who have long felt financially stretched. When the checks start rolling in this week, you'll likely notice the difference in your bank account. These increases are not just adjustments, they're a lifeline for many people who have had to make tough financial decisions just to get by. Tomorrow marks the start of a new chapter in financial support for millions of Americans, and it's one that many of us have been waiting for. As we head into this exciting new phase, make sure you're aware of all the details. While the boost will help, it's important to continue planning for the future and being proactive in managing your finances. The increase in payments might provide some breathing room, but the financial landscape is always shifting. Stay informed about future changes, consider additional support options, and above all, make sure you're getting the full benefit of these new provisions. Tomorrow's increase is a powerful reminder of the importance of financial stability, especially for those who have earned their benefits through years of hard work or service. It's time to take advantage of the positive changes coming your way and make sure that you're well positioned for the future. The changes to Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits are here to stay, and they could be the financial relief you've been waiting for. Don't miss out. Get ready to take full advantage of these changes and make sure you're prepared for the opportunities ahead.